Newburyport faces a global challenge: climate change. Over the past 70 years, the Northeast has seen a 71% increase in rainfall, leading to increased flooding, road closures, and damage to city infrastructure. Rising temperatures are causing extreme weather swings, threatening public health and ecosystems. Sea levels are rising, putting low-lying areas like Plum Island and the downtown waterfront at risk. Stronger storms are causing more coastal damage and power outages. To build resilience, Newburyport is protecting its water and wastewater facilities, improving infrastructure, reviewing zoning laws, and working toward net zero emissions by 2050. The Newburyport Resiliency Committee is tackling this head-on. In 2020, the city published its Climate Resiliency Plan, a roadmap identifying goals, risks, and strategies to reduce the vulnerabilities and build resilience. Resilience means more than bouncing back. It's empowering residents to prepare, respond, and recover together as a community. In 2023, Newburyport received a 2-year MVP Action Grant to support community engagement and education, prioritizing those most impacted by climate change. Through collaboration, we're strengthening the connection between people to adapt to future challenges. The Community Action Project included 5 community forums. Guided by a survey of 400 residents and workers, these forums addressed local climate challenges, including flooding and limited awareness of city initiatives. Participants explored climate risks through interactive displays and shared concerns about sea level rise, adaptation costs, and emergency preparedness. A leadership climate dialogue was held with senior municipal staff members. Attendees explored Newburyport's vulnerabilities, discussed department-wide impacts of future climate changes, and reviewed feedback from recent community forums. The dialogue marked a critical step in Newburyport's resilience efforts. The Resiliency Committee and Department of Public Services hosted a community visit to the Lower Artichoke Reservoir Dam. City engineer John Eric White and Water Superintendent Tom Kusick highlighted 4 major threats: rising seas, droughts, intense storms, and hotter temperatures. Proposed solutions include raising the Artichoke Dam, installing floodgates, building a bypass pipeline to connect reservoirs, and establishing an emergency water interconnection with Amesbury. Land acquisition around reservoirs and water treatment upgrades were also discussed to prevent contamination and improve water quality. Following the presentation, participants toured the dam to see recently completed spillway upgrades designed to strengthen storm resilience. These efforts reflect the city's proactive approach to safeguarding its water supply in a changing climate. Through 26 projects, local organizations tackled climate change through arts, education, nature-based solutions, and community engagement, raising visibility around local climate issues. The overwhelming participation reflects the vibrancy of our nonprofit community and shows that everyone has a role in addressing the climate crisis. The arts play a powerful role in inspiring action. The Newburyport Chamber Music Festival showcased this with Avian Resiliency, a string quartet and theremin performance inspired by local bird species, highlighting their ecological importance and climate vulnerability. Similarly, the Choral Society's spring concert, Resilience and Hope, celebrated human strength in the face of challenges. With a 90% chorus and orchestra, it included Springtime in My Hometown, a piece dedicated to Newburyport's climate resilience. Youth-led initiatives also took center stage, like a climate cafe hosted by high school students, addressing combined sewer overflow issues in the Merrimack River. Partnerships with nature were equally vital. The Museum of Old Newbury's 2024 Garden Tour showcased drought-resistant landscaping, while Pollinator Powerworks added gardens near the rail trail to support pollinators essential for food production. Tinker House also contributed by building raised beds for these gardens. Together, these efforts promote sustainable practices and cultivate a shared sense of responsibility towards a resilient future. As we look back on the whole of this program, it's clear that each initiative, from educational programs and arts events to hands-on restoration projects, has strengthened Newburyport's resilience to climate change. This remarkable effort is possible only through collaboration between our community groups, nonprofits, city leaders, and each resident who participated. Together, we've built a foundation of awareness, action, and shared responsibility that will continue to grow. These community-driven projects remind us that resilience is not just about preparing for today's challenges, but building a sustainable future for generations to come. We invite you to be a part of this journey. Whether through volunteering, attending future events, or making sustainable choices in daily life, every effort counts. Together, we can ensure that Newburyport remains a thriving, vibrant community, one that meets the challenges of climate change with strength, unity, and hope. Let's continue this work, inspired by what we've achieved and driven by a vision of Newburyport as a model of resilience and sustainability.
I would like to save like all the animals in Antarctica because their continent is getting melted down.
The animals are like getting hurt, and we want to help the earth and the environment.